yeah, Jaedong just failed a bit and died.
So hopefully we get to see some longer, higher quality games here. But
Yeah,
we
I
shall
mean,
see.
to be honest, like, these guys' practice has mostly been, like, ladder quality games. You know, like,
Yeah. Well, I just
they're
want to
not
see
like,
like a 30-minute game. I actually don't care about the quality. I
yeah,
just want to see a long game and see what happens.
yeah, absolutely. I think it would be really interesting.
Oh, there it comes. Who is it?
And it's gonna be BByong, one of the lower tier CJ players. Although I think he did get
Oh,
one
wow.
game in Pro League. Yeah, it says there on the screen he got one loss in Pro League last season, and his last 5 games in televised matches
Was
have all
all
been
lost.
losses. So that's not so good.
Pepe.
But
Pip.
well, let's see how he does here in SC2. A new game, a clean slate. That's gonna be interesting. Does that mean all the stats that they show are gonna be for both games, like just combined?
Question. That's really...
Yeah.
I have no...
Because so far they can show just the Brood War stats, obviously, but like starting from this
Oh.
week, and it's
Oh.
gonna be
Wait.
Motive, who, as you can see on the screen, has played exactly 0 televised games.
I've
Ooh.
never heard of this guy.
Me
So he
neither.
is probably like one of the rookies that has been training SC2 since before the
I
end
wonder
of
what's
Pro
just reading in the document.
He's probably like reading the tech tree right now of what
That's so
units he
funny.
can make.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay,
Oh,
what is this?
hey.
What is okay? Stalker,
What is
Immortal, okay, Void Ray. Wait, what does that do?
Whoa, what does that do?
Motive.
What kind of build I should
and
do?
CJ was BByong.
Oh my god. Wait, is this a
Oh, it's
PvP
just-
again? People said it's a PvP. Did BByong switch to Protoss? Because he's a Terran in...
I saw Terran, yeah.
Brood
I saw Terran on the screen.
Yeah, I
but
think it's going to be a TVP.
But if that packet had all the builds and what you should do, I should totally steal one of those.
Oh, someone reminding me I should use Starboard for the scores. That's a really good point.
Wait, I can't remember who this guy is. BByong versus who?
Motive?
Motive.
Oh, there it is. I see. I just completely forgot his name already. It's like, what? Who is this person?
Are you joking, or did you actually legit?
No, I
just
actually just forgot. Dude, I'm old and senile, man. Dude, I'm not like you. You're like 14, all right? Don't.
Whoa!
Dude, I'm like old. I'm an old man. I can't remember things. Anyway, map's gonna be Entombed Valley, as you can see.
Yep. So whether we have PvP or TVP is kind of yet to be determined. Someone could check the roster thread, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be that guy. Roster.
Wait, for what? Check it for what?
For the Pro League rosters, it will say the races.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
I think it is TVP. I have it
BByong,
open.
Terran,
Yeah.
SC2, Terran and Brood War and SC2, and Motive. He is not even on here.
Wait, really?
He is not on the roster. He must have another name.
Wow. Wow, BM.
hold
BM,
on,
KT
what's the
Rolster
Korean?
using an illegal player. Illegal
Did
player.
anyone- did anyone see
Ban.
his Korean?
Ban. They need to be banned.
Did anyone catch his Korean name? Because I could figure it out.
Oh, apparently he's Lizzy. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's on the list then.
Okay, he's Lizzy.
I don't know who that is either, to be honest.
Yeah, he's just a random guy. I don't know who he is. I'm
Oh,
gonna
Lizzy
actually,
is Protoss then.
dude, I'm gonna write Lizzy in my overlay because Lizzy is way more hilarious than Motive. That's an awesome ID. Yes, Lizzy, Lizzy, Lizzy. Oh man, I've been awake too many hours. I'm finding everything funny now. Lizzy.
Even the coach is Saffron No Flash. These guys in the chats are so hilarious.
Sky High explaining something very important to somebody. A couple of people in the
I
chat
don't
are
even know
saying
who
that
you are,
Lizzy is
but-
Grandmasters on the Korean server. I don't know if they're just trolling me or if they're actually, if that's actually the case. I don't know.
I'm Grandmaster on the Korean server. Just saying. No, I'm actually not. I just completely made that up. I don't play Korea. It lags too much for me.
Poke Bunny is actually
wish.
top 3 control in the world.
I didn't say that. I just like to make it clear that I've never claimed to be top 3 control. I never complained to be top 3 control.
That's right. That's right. Man, it sucks having top 3 control in the world. I'm just so good at this game. It's terrible. God. Something like that. Hey, it looks like people are actually linking Lizzy on ST2 rank, so I assume that's actually true.
Probably not. If there's anything I've learned about Kespa pro gamers, unless you have hotkey analysis, if you think it's someone, it's probably not. Especially if they're using their actual ID.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Like, if they're using their actual ID and you think it's someone, they're probably not, unless you have proof.
Huh. Oh
Fire
my
Red
god,
Hero.
guys, that means that the
They do
Sayle on
have-
SC2 ranks is actually not me! I'm not actually in Masters! My life is a lie! My life is a lie!
You don't play in Kespa, though. You don't count.
Oh, damn it.
You're not important
Not
enough.
cool enough. Ah.
Just gotta be a little bit cooler.
Apparently it's
So they're
confirmed
having
by
technical
GTR
technical
and
difficulties
Fionn.
right now.
Oh.
What happened? Technical difficulties?
Yep. I mean, the production team never set up StarCraft 2, like in a stream.
Yeah.
Except like today is like their first time.
Yeah. Alright,
So
I'm
they're
gonna
having like a.
grab a drink. Ben. 2 seconds.
I mean, they keep saying 1 minute, 1 minute, so it might start very soon.
Alright, well we eagerly await the production team. Wait, did that guy just like rock the entire booth there by shutting the door? Did you guys see that? Whole booth was shaking. I would actually be scared to be Lizzy right now. It's like, wait, is this booth just gonna fall on me while I'm playing?
Yeah. He's saying like Motive is very new at StarCraft 2, so it's like he's really nervous. He does seem a little nervous. Oh, there it goes.
Here we go.
Here's the opening.
Going into the opening. Yeah. SK Planet StarCraft 2 Pro League, and here we go. Spawning as the red Terran at the bottom left is going to be BByong for CJ Antis. And in the top right, as
Oh,
the
it is
blue
a
pro
TVP.
will be Lizzy, aka Motive. So, yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, I think TVP is one of the matchups where the styles differ the most going SC2 to Broodor. I mean, SC2 is all about the
Yeah,
bio,
definitely.
and Broodor is all about the mech. So, let's see how
Right.
BByong
That should be
adapts.
really interesting. Yeah. Protoss styles, I mean, obviously very
Is that
different as
me?
well, considering the dynamic of countering, bio, etc. This map, I would say, is pretty good for Protoss in these positions. Oh wow, they're talking about how both these players have actually switched races, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Interesting.
Have they?
Well, there's this little thing on the bottom. Oh no, they're not these players. Other players on
Oh
the
no,
team.
not these, but like the other player in the
Yeah.
roster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 CJ players.
I was gonna
have
say, I was
switched
like, wait, these guys are listed as the same race. Anyway, hey, white guys, what's up?
races. Yeah, shout out. You just received a shout out from Poke Bunny. Congrats, 1 internet point awarded.
I'm so jealous of those guys. They get to be there in person. So good. So
True
glorious.
story. Opening day, man. This is awesome. This is so much fun.
Although they didn't
Alright.
get seats though, they have to stand there for 8 hours.
I would stand there for 8 hours. I don't know about that actually. I'm just claiming that blindly because I don't actually have to do it. Looks like we got a 1-rax expand coming up for our Terran player. Very standard, as well as a a 1-gate expand, but it's like a coreless 1-gate expand. So that's a little different than normal.
Alright, did he also not get his gas yet either? I wasn't paying attention, or did he get his gas first?
He got the gas right
Alright,
before
so
the Nexus.
Gateway gas Nexus. Alright, interesting.
A little bit interesting, but I mean definitely something you might do reactionary to scouting your opponent going gasless expand.
And there's a 7x score going down as well. Marine being produced, probably going to bunker up his front just to be safe. And otherwise,
Yeah.
it's gonna go into a
It's not
standard.
necessary, considering his opponent went core after Nexus. The Stalker won't be out very early, but he will probably get that at some point, just because having one bunker is pretty much always useful and
Yep.
never going to lose you a game.
And you
I
can
mean-
salvage it. Oh, it's glorious. Amazing, man. Seriously, Terrans of the Future, they're like masters of recycling. They're super green.
we just need a yellow versus boxer in StarCraft 2. Salvage a whole bunch of bunkers after that bunker round.
Didn't we have that already? I remember there was something like that.
No, yeah, we never had a real, yellow never was actually good. I mean,
Poor
no,
yellow.
yellow.
Now he's playing LOL. Pfft.
Yeah,
What a
I heard-
chobo, what a
Yeah.
newbie.
Alright, we got a very standard build coming out from BByong, the Terran. Pretty much 1 racks expand, adding 2 racks, adding 2 gas. This is pretty much like the cookie cutter Terran versus Protoss build on any map that isn't small.
Mhm.
He'll be looking to tech either towards factory or towards the fast +1. Both are viable options. Whichever one he gets, he'll get the other one shortly after.
And a couple of gateways being added by, what's his face? Lizzy? Lizzy? How did I forget his name? Lizzy. There's a tech lab on
Yeah,
one
it's a
of the
little
barracks.
harder to remember in the StarCraft 2 because they just show their team names. Although I guess in the Brood War they don't show their names at all, so.
Yeah. But it's just like, in the Brood War, like, they've been playing the more big name players, whereas here they just like play
Yeah.
the randoms.
Yeah, it's true.
There are
Yeah,
Lita
we got
and Harangi.
Young versus Lizzy. Very interesting.
Oh,
It does say a lot about these teams' confidence in certain players in StarCraft 2, though. Yeah, actually, we've got a very standard build from Lizzy as well. 3 gates, then the robotics.
yep, and the
3 gates
SCVC
give you a lot of flexibility. Yeah, that's actually a little unfortunate. 3 gates give you a lot of flexibility to pressure or to warp in units for defense very early. Also allows you to build up a sentry count, which is very important. We've got an engineering bay coming up for the Terran. Going to be getting a fast +1 most likely, along with the stim.
And a few Marines moving out.
Factory on the way as
I
well.
was wondering, he had that sentry out before the SCV got up the ramp. Would it have been worth using a force field just to deny the scout, or is that just better to save the energy?
I mean, if you really don't have much to hide, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Like, to be
Okay.
honest, like,
Yeah.
if he had something to hide, obviously it would be a different story. But, doing that might bait your Terran opponent into wasting a scan, which then at that point would likely be worth it. So I would say overall, yeah, it would probably be worth it. 9 times out of 10 it would work out, but then that 1 time out of 10 your opponent will hit you with a 5 racks Marine timing and you'll have 1 force field less than you need. But I mean, that's,
Yeah, it's calculated.
obviously not something you can expect. We got a Forge and actually a really quick Templar archives coming out of Lizzy. Oh, he actually sees this observer and is able
Wow.
to take it out really quickly. So very nice spotting by BByong.
Instantly seeing that tiny little blur there. It's super sharp
Yeah,
eyes.
very well done.
That was really good. Anyway, yeah, as you said, fast Templar archives. Gonna get some storm out.
Oh. Alright,
And
so I think I know what
7
this
gates.
is.
Yep.
This is going to be a 7-gate Archon charge lot timing with +1 armor. Or maybe, wait, that's +1 armor, yeah?
Yep,
Not
that is.
+2. Yeah, that is +1 armor. Alright, so it's going to be okay, just kidding. He'll just decide to completely mess up my prediction by doing something that...
Yeah, Storm
Well,
for the win, man.
Storm's
Dude,
on the way.
I completely understand him, alright? It's because you think, oh man, Storm is so good in Brood War, let me just get this too. This is exactly what I did when I started playing PvT and SC2. Like, I didn't know what build I should do. I was just like, Storm's pretty good, let me just go get that. At least I know what that does.
Oh, that's so...
Oh man.
I feel so sad because I thought he was doing something really clever, but then he was doing something also good, but slightly less clever.
It's alright, man. See, you came up with a better solution. That's right.
No, I'm not claiming that I know better, but
Actually,
I just thought it would
My
be an
stream
interesting...
just froze. Is your stream online?
My stream is working, so everyone can migrate from Sayle's
No!
stream to my stream, and I'll steal
No!
all the viewers.
No! Alright, I'm gonna
No,
refresh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, look, it's better. Alright, it's better.
Everyone stay on Sayle's stream, he's
Whew.
really cool.
Whew.
And he deserves all your
Oh.
viewers.
Dodge a bullet there.
He's also on
Poke Bunny, you revealed your true colors here. Trying to steal my viewers. Ah.
Oh man,
What a
Storm
dastardly
is
Poke Bunny.
finished, I believe. Yeah, Storm is done. So he should be able to hold this off against pure Marines, pretty much. Actually, loading up for drop, there are quite a few Zealots as well. I'm not sure if Charge is actually researched. No, it's not. Oh my god, he
Wow.
doesn't see the pylon, or the pylon doesn't see him, but...
Oh, but he's got the
but,
stalkers in
but,
position.
warp in stalkers to the
Yeah.
pylon, warp him in. Nope, no warp in. That would have been pretty boss if he was able to pick off those medevacs, but it was not fated to be.
I think he might be a tiny
Terran
bit
getting
ahead of
+1
me now.
army, Protoss getting +1 weapons, concussive shells, and charge also both on the way. Everything looking pretty normal, other than the super fast storm, which is a little weird. No third, I believe, yet for the Terran. No third CC. Obviously, there's no third for the Protoss, but most often we see a Terran get a third command center in base around 10 or 11 minutes.
Alright.
Protoss seems to be looking to take a third, busting down the rocks here. He's got quite a few gateways. I'm surprised we see quite a large number of gateways on just 2 bases. 7 gate, generally used a little more aggressively, but I guess when you have Templar and Zealots, both of which are, one cheap on gas, one cheap on minerals, it works out alright. Third CC going down for the Terran player, as well as the Ghost Academy. That Ghost Academy I feel should have been earlier. As a Terran player, I feel like the second you see a Templar or any sign of Templar archives or Templar tech, if you don't make a Ghost Academy immediately, you are putting yourself at risk. Like, I literally don't see a reason why you wouldn't build the Ghost Academy right away. Because you've got the time for the Ghost Academy to finish and then the energy upgrade for the Ghosts. So those are definitely pretty important.
Another nice scan there, getting another observer, but now he's going to back off. He sees a huge Protoss army coming at him. Looks like a probe running alongside as well. Another drop going in. I think once again barely missed by that pylon. It's really unfortunate, but it looks like, well, he's going to be able to warp in units. He does have one cannon, actually, in the back of the minerals, and sick feedback on the medevac.
He actually did that from the high ground. That was really neat.
Wow.
The High Templar was up there in the main. Very neat. Okay, we got a bunch of medevacs moving around over here. He's actually scanning the third to make sure it's there. And also to make sure that the army's not there. That's actually a really smart move because actually his opponent will just interpret that as a scan to check for the third. Oh, and he's actually sending most of them towards the main.
Oh, wow.
Not actually going to be mostly going for the third. And here's the big drop in the main. How much damage will it do? Oh, and nice! Oh my god, 6 storms. That is exactly what he needed. Very well played, actually, here by Lizzy. Predicting his opponent's troop movement almost perfectly. He was on top of that drop as soon as it landed. So actually, Lizzy in a great position at this point. Unfortunately, the on-game net logo is blocking the supplies. But it looks like about 170 to 135 advantage for Lizzy. Definitely in great shape with Storm Tech and very solid upgrades. Actually, I think the Terran player has not yet started any upgrades past 1-1, while the Protoss either has 2-1 or 2-2.
And oh my god, more feedbacks and storms on the Terran army. The Zealots moving in here. Force fields going down, not quite catching the units.
Wow,
really nice moves by Lizzy.
Terran.
And Nanner Pylon's command center.
I'm going to be honest here. Lizzy is outplaying BByong so hard right now. Like, he literally just looks like a different level of player. Like, BByong is really getting outplayed hard.
Lizzy, man, the random no-name is
Lizzy
actually taking out BByong.
Lizzy is playing really good. Like, this is good PvT, I feel. Like, this is really good.
And he's moving in now. Is this going to be the engagement? There are a couple of ghosts out. There is a scan. All the units are clumped up, though. A couple of good EMPs here. Could be nice. He's just finding there from his third base. He hasn't even killed the rocks yet. Wow, BByong.
Medevac flying over the base, completely empty. Going up to 11 gates, 12 gates. Quite a lot of gates, but one thing that a lot of people don't understand is your gate count can actually vary quite a bit depending on what units you're making. If you're making purely Zealots and Templar, that's very cheap per warpman cycle. So you need a couple extra gateways to compensate. If you were warping in Blink Stalkers, those are much more expensive.
Interesting.
Nice EMP and quite a few Zealots, but Templar are the real key here. And honestly, I think even if he EMP the Templar, he would lose this game. Like,
Well,
I don't think there's anything BByong can do.
both players posturing a little bit around the Terran's third base. The Templar's moving in. They might get some good storms off. He tries to run in and snipe them, but the storms do go off, hitting a lot of units. And now the speed lots are moving in here, or should I say charge slots.
It's alright.
Sentry's coming in as well. He's going to force field the ramp. No, he's going to storm the ramp instead. And the Zealot's just mauling everything up there. Although it's in a nice position, yes, he is going to force field the ramp now. And it looks like another drop, but gets feedbacked instantly. We get the face shot there of Lizzy.
Another face shot.
BByong actually looks a lot calmer than Lizzy, but he is the one in a lot of trouble here.
Fourth base going up for Lizzy. Lizzy playing excellent this game. You know, this is really textbook fast storm PvT. You know, kind of a parting-ish style.
That mule
Very
drop.
solid play. I'm really impressed actually by Lizzy's play. Lizzy's been pretty much everywhere he needs to be at precision timings. But BByong is freaking good at killing observers.
I know, dude. I'm
Killed
wondering.
every observer on the
I'm
map.
thinking like, is he using some kind of weird like settings trick like TLO
You can
found,
do that.
where
I mean,
you know
there
you
is
set your
slightly-
textures to ultra or something, so he can just see it more
Yeah.
easily. Like this is kind of ridiculous.
He's hit like 4 observers now or something crazy.
And we're gonna have another engagement here. The Guardian shields are up. The Zelts are closing. Looks like nice feedbacks on the Medivacs, but nice stutter step
There's
from the
a
Terran as well.
little bit of a
Although
miss.
more storm. That storm actually hurting a lot of Zelts. Ouch.
Yeah, that was actually not a good engagement, but if we take a look at the supply, it doesn't actually matter. Storms were not quite what he needed, but I mean, BByong is still in so much trouble that there's nothing he can do.
It doesn't even matter.
He tried so hard.
And got so
Didn't you?
far. Anyway, he's under 100 supply now against like 180, I think, from
that's-
what I can see in the
I mean,
overlay.
that's
And now he's moving into the third base here. Does BByong have enough to defend it? It's looking very scary. He's backing up to his natural. He's trying to kite these Zealots, but his third base is going to go down here. He's just focused on these 5 units. It's not enough.
And GG!
GG!
Lizzy, also known as Motive, taking StarCraft 2 Set 1 for KT Rolster.
So I think that means that CJ is now in a must-win situation. If KT can take the next game, then that will be it for the
Yes,
series.
indeed.
And I'm going to refresh my stream real quick.
And
considering
we
I'm
will all
live.
pray for Flash.
Guys,
Praise for
Twitter,
Flash.
Flash, trend it. Trend it.
Flash,
Winner,
Flash, Flash,
KT.
Flash.
Guys, this may be our last chance. Are we going to see Flash? Is it going to be Flash? Is the KT coach a massive troll? We shall find out.
He has yellow hair.
Come on, let's
Must
get
be troll.
Flash trending on Twitter. I gained like 30 followers when I asked people to trend Flash on Twitter, but now we need frickin' Flash. Hashtag Flash. Everyone retweet it. Like,
The world must know that God is playing StarCraft. Or we hope.
to Flash or not to Flash? That is the question.
If you are a pretty lady, the answer is always Flash.
If you are the KT